Hello. Thank you for inviting me and giving me space to share with you my thinking about what's going on in our modern life, where I believe we are going, and where we should not be going to. And what do we need to do not to get to where disaster awaits this world. We are experiencing a lot of trouble, right? With this pandemic now, millions of people died, economic troubles because of it, high suicide rate, high crime rate. What's going on? Please notice that the pandemic is not new. Throughout history, there were pandemics. The earliest I know about is the cholera of the Middle Ages. And then the Spanish flu of the First World War, where 17 million people died. Then we had Ebola, and then we had an MED, and now SARS, and now we have Corona. It's nothing new. Yes, there is something new. And it is that the time span between one pandemic to the other is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And look what's happening with the Corona now. It was Corona. It is COVID-19, and now we had the South African mutation, and then the Brazilian mutation, and now we have the Indian mutation. You know what's happening is they're getting back to back now. There's not even a span of years between. What's going on? Why is it accelerating? Because change is accelerating. Change is accelerating. The Middle Ages time was going slow. The changes were slow. That's why it's called Middle Ages. Today, the rate of change, technological change, political change, legal changes, cultural changes are unprecedented in history of mankind. So what? How does it relate to the pandemic? Everything in this world is a system. The universe is one gigantic system of many subsystems. Take a company as an example. You have the marketing subsystem, sales subsystem, production subsystem, accounting subsystem, human resources subsystem. In the human body, you have the blood vessel, blood flow subsystem, the nervous subsystem, the bone subsystem, etc. One big system with subsystems. And every subsystem is subsystems. When there is change, the subsystems do not change in the same speed. Some change faster than the others. Marketing changes faster than sales. Sales changes faster than production. Production changes faster than accounting. And the human element changes the slowest. Because they don't change at the same speed. Same thing with the human body. The kidney maybe changes faster, ages faster than the bladder or the reverse. And the heart, they don't change at the same time. Same thing with the car. Different parts have different life span. Because of that, the system falls apart. There are cracks. And the cracks are manifested in what we call problems. Please realize, all problems, whether you have a problem in your marriage, whether you have a problem in your company, whether you have a problem in your country, are manifestations of disintegration caused by change. And the faster is the rate of change, the faster is the disintegration, and the faster the problems attack us one after the other. And if you cannot solve the problem, because change continues, the problem becomes bigger and bigger until it becomes a crisis. The pandemic is a crisis because we did not solve the previous pandemics that we had correctly. And what does correctly mean? If all problems are caused by disintegration, all problems are solved by what? Really solved, not Band-Aid. If disintegration is the cause of all problems, the solution is integration. And that's what we have not done. That's what we are not doing it yet. And the result is, it's going to continue. And what's falling apart? The technology is advancing faster than our body can adapt to. It took us million years to lose our tails. We used to have a tail. We still have a tailbone. It took us God knows how many millions of years to stand straight. Today, the rate of change is so fast with food which is full with chemicals, and the air which is full with pollution, and the water which is all dirty. The body just cannot adapt to that rate of change, the speed that the rate of change is happening. And what happens? The body loses its capability to handle change. It becomes a fertile ground to be attacked by the virus. COVID-19 has been around forever. You think that it was created? Unless you believe it's created in a lab. But if you ignore that, it has been around. But the body was capable of handling it. Now the body is not capable of handling it. Our rate of change is too fast. Can we stop rate of change? I don't think so. Nobody succeeded to stop change. Nobody. Because to stop change, you have to do it globally. The whole world have to say stop. That's not going to happen. American can say slow down. The Chinese are not going to slow down. And if the Chinese slow down, then the Indians are not going to slow down. And the Indians are going to slow down, and the Russians are not going to slow down. Guys, it's not going to happen. There is no body that dominates the whole globe to order everybody to slow down. Nobody succeeded, by the way. Many religions try to slow down change. Fanatic religions try to slow down change. Not going to happen. What do? We need to speed up the process of integration. Speed up the process of integration. How? How? The big problem is the how. Let me give some overview on the how. Let's review civilization. History of civilization, of humanity. We started as chimpanzees, if you follow Darwin. And the strongest chimpanzee was a leader. Then we became a nomadic society. And the strongest hunter was a leader. Then we became an agricultural society. And the one with the most sheep or cows or land became the leader. What the common denominator? Power, strength. And it permeated our philosophy in colonialism. Philosophy of colonialism. The more land you have, the more resources you have, the stronger you are. More is better. That was the philosophy. More is better. More. Then came the Industrial Revolution. The brain got into the act. Now we had to plan and organize and budget and systematize. So it was power and brain. Today we live in a post-industrial society where the brain is a dominant factor now, not power. brain. The biggest company in the transportation business does not own one car. They own just a computer and information that they can manipulate. What is it called? Uber. The biggest hotel in the world does not own one hotel. They have a computer and information. What is it called? Airbnb. What are the biggest companies on earth today in the stock market? Most valuable ones have information. What do you think is Google doing? Information. What is Amazon accumulating? Information. Manipulating information. Handling information. Managing information. What is Facebook trying to do? Even more and more and more and more. More information. More information. The future of the companies of success are going to be those that can get data and manage data. That's what digitalization, the age of digitalization. The brain is a source of success. Muscle is losing it. Just being in manufacturing, that's why the whole economy is moving to the service industry, which is brain. But that is on its way out too. With artificial intelligence, with quantum computing, it's going to be more powerful than our brain. We're going to rely on that to decide for us. Somebody is going to develop it there, and then it's going to be bigger and stronger than those that developed it. The brain is on its way out. So what is on its way in? What is the future like? The heart. If we do not make the transition and develop the heart as a driving force of our behavior, of our culture, of our foreign policy, of who we are as humanity, and we stay with power and brain, Nazi Germany was not a fluke in the history of mankind. It was a preamble. A point of what's going to happen. Imagine, what was Nazi Germany? Powerful. They invented the nuclear bomb. We just stole it. Knowledgeable, powerful, and they had a lot of literature and even art. And Hitler loved to listen to music. Brain and power, no heart. How could these people burn little children? How could they have done it? And gas people, women, children, old people. Brain, power, no heart. So if we continue as humanity, more and more into the brain, more and more into the power, stronger and stronger arms of destruction, biological, chemical, nuclear, more and more powerful, more and more artificial intelligence, and no heart. The whole world will become Nazi Germany, and we're going to destroy ourselves. We're going to kill each other. The 20th century, more people were killed by other people than accumulatively in history of mankind. Before that, before the 20th century, we will kill each other thousands. In the 20th century, we killed each other millions. So 21st century, more and more powerful, brain, artificial brain that has no heart. Think about your grandchildren, the world they're going to live in. And where does integration come from? The heart. Why? What is the utmost in integration? Maximum integration you can imagine. What is it? What is it called? Love. When you love, there is no boundaries between you and the loved ones. You're one. Their pain is your pain, even multiplied. Their happiness is your happiness, multiplied. Think about the baby you love so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right? Love is the utmost in integration. By the way, what is the symbol of love? A diamond. How interesting. Not because it's most valuable in the price, valuable price-wise. You can have a diamond of $1,000. Because it's the most integrated mineral there is. Integrated. Love is integration. And integration is the solution of a disintegrating planet, disintegrating humanity. So what is our solution? Love. And if we don't develop love, God help us. Thank you.